Alright, so on green videos, we usually watch videos about animals. So today, I thought it would only make sense for us to learn safety with animals. That's the name of the program we're watching today, Safety with Animals. And this is by the Grover Jennings Productions Company, which is another production company I haven't heard about yet. And the publication date is 1961. So we are going to learn how to be safe with animals from 1961. Nothing really else to say about that, so let's just dive in, shall we? Oh man, I love the music. I love this like tiptoey, like happy, like I don't even know how to describe it, but it is like this cheery, like I feel like a bird listening to this for some reason. I don't know if that makes any sense. Safety with animals though. I think this is gonna be fun. Based on the music alone, I think this is gonna be a lot of fun actually. I thought this was gonna be like so boring when I first picked it, but like already I'm having a blast. We haven't even started. I'm just listening to the music and I'm having fun. It's just so pleasant, you know? It's just like, it really does bring me to a time where things were simpler. All right, let's see. The educational supervision is by Lida Smiley? Coordinator, Health and Safety, La Mesa, Spring Valley Schools. So that's interesting. All right, shout out to Lida Smiley. So hang on. No, actually, before we skip ahead, Health and Safety at La Mesa Spring Valley Schools. So this would be a program you would show to children on animal safety, right? I have to imagine that's the scenario in which this program is being watched, is you have like a classroom full of kids about to go on a field trip to a farm or something, and they need to know how to not put their fingers in cows' mouths. So let's watch. Let's watch kids learn the valuable lesson of not putting their fingers in animals' mouths.
Learning to be around animals safely.
Dude, what is this literal baby doing alone in the hillside?
Opens the door to much that is fun and rewarding.
Is this a baby or is this just a kid that looks really young? Dude, this kid looks like 4 years old.
If we understand an animal, we aren't afraid of it.
If we understand an animal, we aren't afraid of it. See, I disagree with that. There are plenty of animals that I understand entirely and am more afraid because of it. Like orcas, nobody's really scared of an orca until you understand that they're serial killers inside. You know, like understanding animals sometimes makes them more scary. But I guess in regards to dogs, yes, I feel like a lot of people are scared of dogs for no reason at all, actually. I had a friend who was like traumatized by a dog, and he just recently got a dog for the first time, and he loves it. So like dogs, at least, yeah, okay, the more you know about dogs, the more familiar you are with dogs, the better, I guess.
Knowledge and skill are the keys to safety around animals. To get a close look at a wild bird or animal.
See, this is me right now. This bird, that's me. That's how I feel listening to this music. Of course, the music stops right when the bird comes on, though.
Few wild animals.
Oh, no way, another fox. Are we back with the Carrick family?
Yes,
that's what this feels like, honestly. This could be like another Carrick family experience.
Such as foxes are dangerous unless we try to touch or to catch them.
I love foxes, though. I feel like a fox is one of the spirit animals of mine. You know, like I feel like I could see myself as a fox. I know, I feel like that's going to be interpreted weird, but I love foxes. I feel like they're such like majestic animals.
Only occasional wild animals will try to hurt anyone if not cornered.
Only occasionally will wild animals. I feel like what wild animals are they even trying to like teach us about? Are they gonna say like bears? I feel like children know that bears are dangerous, you know, or wolves, coyotes maybe? Maybe we're talking about coyotes. I thought this would be farm animals. If I'm being honest, I really thought this would be like a cow and like a sheep or a pig or something, not like foxes and wolves.
Sometimes an owl will attack anything it sees moving.
That's the big dangerous animal we have to be worried about. Owls, really? I've literally never seen a wild owl in my entire life. Like that, they are not a danger at all. Like you don't even need to teach kids safety around owls. Trust me, that will never come up.
And with big owls, it is best to watch quietly and from a distance.
I am not threatened by an owl at all. Is this like a generational thing? Did owls used to be like really dangerous birds or something? Because like I wouldn't even mind my kid being right next to an owl. Does anyone remember the program we watched where that guy literally let his son play with like a full grown mountain lion? What was that? That was imprinting, wasn't it? Yeah.
Bears, even young cubs that look so cute,
Oh, yeah, here we go. Here are bears. Yeah. We watched the Black Bear Twins. I like to think these are the same black bears we saw in the Black Bear Twins video, too.
may bite and claw just out of meanness.
They bite and claw just out of meanness. See, that's part of like the antiquated way people interpreted nature, right? Back then, nature was like this mean thing that would just attack you for no reason. Where like now we understand like no animal is going to attack you for no reason. Like animals are either going to be threatened, scared, hungry, protecting their young, something. Like there's always a reason an animal takes an action. Like no matter what animal, an action always has a reason behind it. And what we're seeing is people didn't really think that back then. They really did think that some animals were just like bad, harmful, aggressive animals. And even bears aren't going to attack you if you don't pose a threat to them or if you're not, really deliciously smelling or anything.
So do some raccoons.
Oh, some raccoons. I feel like you do need to teach kids not to play with raccoons. I feel like that is a good one. Not only because of rabies, but because raccoons are actually like really cute and I do want to play with them as a kid, like I like as a kid I wouldn't want to play with a bear. Even as a kid I would know that those are dangerous, but I would see a raccoon and think like there's no way this thing's that threatening. Like they're smaller than dogs, so you think they're less dangerous than dogs, but like dogs don't have hands and dogs can't like bite your eyes out, or I guess they can but they won't, whereas raccoons if they wanted to could go absolutely berserk on you.
And they also may carry diseases.
Yeah, and rabies. Again, rabies for sure. Don't mess with raccoons for rabies, but like, not that that's a big problem.
So do squirrels and other wild rodents. Many sicknesses.
Squirrels? Is that a squirrel? That barely even looks like a squirrel. That's probably like a ground squirrel, not a tree squirrel. If I had to guess, if I know my squirrels right, that's a ground squirrel.
Can come from handling them.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass with that one, but that does not look like a tree squirrel. That's all I gotta say.
In fact, the only rodents safe to handle are those that have been bred and raised for pets or for laboratory work.
That's so funny. I wonder how they got this rat. Did they bring this rat all the way out into this forest just to film this kid with it? Or like, like what's the story behind why they have this rat here on film, on the film set with them? I mean, obviously they brought it for that purpose, but like, is that even that kid's pet rat, or is that just somebody else's pet rat that they had that kid hold up to the camera,
A few wild animals are poisonous. This scorpion has a poison sac.
Is this a video of a scorpion, or is just a picture of a scorpion that has been recorded on video?
Near a stinger in his tail. This is a very close view of a poisonous spider.
Oh, whoa, this is a black widow. I couldn't tell from the other angle, but from this bottom angle, you can see the red hourglass on its back. Wow, this is cool. It's cool that you get to see a black widow up close. I've only ever seen a black widow in real life once, and I like held it in my hand. I was holding or wearing a glove, but I picked it up and I didn't realize it was a black widow, and then my camp counselor turned it over and told me what it was.
With the characteristic markings.
But it's really cool. I barely got to look at it the first time I held a black widow, so it's cool to get to actually see one here, because they don't really look like the deadliest spider of all time, like they don't look super poisonous. I mean, I guess they're all black, which is kind of like a bad color, but like not really in terms of spiders, like there's really nothing telling you this spider is like the most dangerous spider of all time, besides the hourglass. I know, yeah.
On the underside of the body.
Dang, a rattlesnake? Where are they? Like, is this just like supposed to be all the animals of the US kids aren't supposed to encounter or play with? Or is this like a specific area that all these animals are from? Because like a rattlesnake is from like the Southwest. I don't think you're going to find like, I don't know, raccoons, bear cubs. Maybe you will actually. Maybe, honestly, maybe you do.
This snake is poisonous.
Aren't they venomous, not poisonous? I thought snakes were venomous. Yeah, because venom is injected into the blood. You'd have to eat it for it to be poisonous. I guess it might also be poisonous, but it's definitely venomous, I think, not poisonous. Again, I could just be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the correct way of putting it.
4 types of poisonous snakes are found in North America.
Oh, 4 types of poisonous snakes. Oh, are we gonna get the what is it? Red and white doesn't bite? No, I don't know. But we're gonna hear like some nursery rhyme for like how to tell snakes are poisonous or not. Or at least I want to, because everyone watching knows there are rhymes to remind you what snakes are venomous and which ones aren't. But I can't remember them right now. Well, see, like, we don't have lizards like this near me, so this must be, like, yeah, California or, like, the American Southwest or something.
And this is a poisonous lizard, a Gila monster. Yet, if you know them, most kinds of wild lizards are safe to handle.
That was funny. So I thought they were gonna, like, gingerly pick up this lizard, but, like, this kid literally just grabs it, like, like, I want to play it again just to see it.
And make into pets.
That is really funny that people just will take an outdoor lizard and keep it as a pet. Like, I mean, I guess it's a pet still. I don't know. Like, nobody on this part of the country takes squirrels in and makes them pets. I mean, I guess some people do that, but that's not like a common thing. But it's funny that, like, you could just take a lizard and put it in an aquarium and have it be your pet then.
Experts say reptiles are the only wild animals you can take young and raise and keep safely.
See, I love that they're talking about taking wild animals as pets. Like, that's such an antiquated thing to do. Like, nowadays, you would never take an animal from the wild to make your pet, or at least, like, a responsible person wouldn't. But here, they're actually telling you you can do that, and, like, you should for these sorts of lizards, you know? Like, that's another difference of the times, for sure.
Reptiles are not often...
Reptiles. Did you guys hear the way he said reptiles? Reptiles? I don't know if that's an antiquated way of pronouncing that or if he just is unfamiliar with reptiles.
And they don't turn mean suddenly when they mature.
I wonder what he's referring to specifically. I wonder if there's a specific animal that does turn mean once they mature.
As most wild mammals do. Some snakes are safe to handle and make into pets.
Dude, I am getting sketched out looking at this kid just playing with snakes. Like, the fact that this children's program that was shown in schools is encouraging children to, like, go out and play with wild snakes and lizards, you know, like as if they trust the children to be able to remember which snakes are safe or not, you know, like like this is definitely so different than the child's programming we'd have today, you know, like even if you made safety with animals today, you would not be telling kids to go out and play with the snakes they have in their backyard.
If you know how to approach them, how to pick them up.
I mean, shout out to this kid. This kid actually does, though. That's what I do love. Like, this little, like, 6-year-old kid is a little outdoorsman who knows how to handle snakes already. Like, they are right. Like, if you know how to handle them, they're not that dangerous. And, like, this kid knows. But it's just, like, I don't know. I don't know if every kid should know.
And how to hold them.
Yeah, what a pro. This kid literally just picked up this snake so well. Like, this kid is actually good at handling animals. But again, how many kids are going to see this, or how many kids did see this in school and then like tried this with like a copperhead or something and just get bit and die? Like I hope none, but like it seems like a non-zero number.
With these few exceptions, wild animals are best enjoyed by watching, not handling.
Yeah, finally. It's about time you say that. Like after we just watched this kid pick up his own snake. Look at him. He's so happy. This kid, oh man, when was this made? 1961. This kid is probably still alive. This kid's probably like 70 now. I wonder if this kid still remembers picking up this snake.
Just as with wild animals, when around strange domestic animals...
Oh, okay, so that was the wild animal section of this program, and now most of it is dedicated to domesticated animals. That's good. That's more what I was expecting. But I guess it's good. I guess it's good that they mentioned wild and domestic. That is a responsible thing to do. Well, I guess not showing kids to actually play with wild animals. I guess that wasn't responsible, but I guess mentioning them at all, I guess, is slightly more responsible.
It is wise to watch from a safe distance.
Look at these little kids. Like, look at this girl is straight up dressed like Woody, like 40 years before Woody became a thing. Obviously, Woody was inspired by stuff, but like, she is actually like, this is perfectly the Woody costume from Toy Story. Like the hat, like that hat specifically, or like the whatever the girl character Woody was. I don't know. No, I don't remember her name, but like this girl is dressed like the female Woody character from Toy Story.
Most accidents happen when you startle or try to handle animals you don't know. Horses can be dangerous.
Oh man, I don't think they will, but I really want to see like something bad happen or something go wrong. You know, like again, to educate kids on like how to do things properly, you kind of do need to instill a little bit of fear into them. So I want to see like something just go bad enough to like scare the classroom of kids watching this into actually not touching a horse or something. I don't think we're gonna get anything bad in this. I think this is all just like really standard. But like, I would love to see a horse just like kick a kid in the face or something,
Step on you.
just for a demonstration's sake.
They can step on you, or bite you, or kick you. Yet, those who know how to handle horses can be around these big animals without being hurt.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I am like terrified of horses. Like I'm not terrified. I'm not scared of horses. I can be around them, but like no, I do not like standing next to horses. Like I don't trust them. I'll be honest. Like I love horses. I think they're very beautiful. I think they're very smart, but I don't like standing next to them. They're too powerful. That's the thing. They're not bad. I don't have any like bad feelings towards horses. They're just too strong. Like they could just trample me at any time, you know?
For those who don't know how to handle them, it is best to be cautious. This horse is gentle and accustomed to children, but for some reason, he doesn't like this boy's petting.
Oh, are we going to see something wrong happen? Yes, this is what I was asking for.
Watch how he tries to get the boy to stop. The boy doesn't understand what the horse is trying to do. Pulling on the reins and trying to get the horse's head down to be petted is a form of teasing. And teasing animals often leads to accidents.
This kid, there's something in for this kid, let me tell you. See, why do kids do this though? Like, this is so annoying. Like the fact that the kids don't, understand that the horse has its own wants and desires. Like, I'm rooting for the horse at this point.
For teasing excites an animal, and excited animals are dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he got bonked on the head. I think that's like the most of a lesson that we're actually gonna get to see. That's the most like learning moment this kid had, is when that horse like bumped him in the head with its own head after being teased with the reins or whatever. At least something happening.
Persons who know how to handle a horse well can do all sorts of things without bothering it. Anyone skilled in handling an animal can usually do it quietly and gently, helping keep the animal calm.
Yeah, I mean, this little girl is just like properly managing this horse. Like, that is also pretty impressive.
As a beginner around animals, this boy has one advantage. He is not afraid.
I guess that's an advantage. I guess, sometimes kids being scared of animals makes animals scared of them as well. So I guess that is fair. But like, I don't know, not being afraid is also equally dangerous towards, animals.
This helps, for fear excites animals.
Fear excites animals. I guess I said that too, but I wouldn't put it exactly like that.
Good riders aren't afraid, and they know just what their horses are doing. When around animals, it is good to watch them so as to know when trouble begins.
It's funny that they treat animals just like as an infinite source of trouble, like when animals are around, just like always keep an eye on them because like something bad is going to happen, like I guess the whole video is safety with animals. So like that's the point. But like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd keep my eye on a dog all the time.
This dog wants food, not petting. If the boy were to turn away now, the dog would leave. There would be no trouble if the...
This is very fair. Kids don't realize that the dog wants food, and then the kid is going to get his hand bit by the dog. See, this happened to me before, man. But does the dog really need to be watched in this scenario, or does the child need to be watched? Like, is the dog ever going to learn anything different than wanting food? I don't think so. But this kid can be taught, like, better ways, you know?
boy watched and understood what the dog is doing. Good riders even know which foot is leading on their horses. Not watching and understanding can lead to trouble, and trouble usually grows.
Yeah, kids always do this. They always like make themselves like such victims to animals. Like like this kid really did ask for it here. And he didn't even realize it, but like that's a valuable lesson for a kid to learn as well. Like don't go up to a dog with food in your hand and expect you to eat the rest of it.
Either dog could knock the boy down by jumping up on him. To know what an animal will do, you must watch it. Watch its eyes and its movements.
Watch its eyes. I mean, that is good advice. Like, you will know exactly what the dog is thinking by watching its eyes. It's just like, it's not going to help you necessarily in this situation.
These are better clues than sounds it makes.
I feel like the sounds are equal clues, you know? Like, the dog is just communicating its point of view, and, like, the sounds and its eyes are communicating the same thing. I don't know. I disagree with that a little.
It is much harder to calm an animal that is excited than to keep it from getting excited in the first place.
Yeah, that's fair. That's the same for humans too, though. Dang, so we're just not going to get, like, what happened to that kid and that dog? Like, did the kid end up giving the dog the food or no? Like, what, what was the way out of that for that kid?
This is true of cats. This one is calm and lets the boy approach. It seems to tolerate
Wow, this is a nice cat right here. This is a long-haired, this is like a beautiful cat.
being petted, and particularly enjoys being scratched behind its ears. Many animals like this.
That is very interesting that many animals like the same form of like pets. I don't know, like I've never had an answer for that, but like why do animals even like pets to begin with? Like it's so strange that like they all are receptive to pets in a certain way. I think it's just touch. I think it's just like the communication that takes place between human and animal while petting is that the human is communicating to the animal that they are safe and they are not in danger. I think that's more what petting is. But animals also very clearly enjoy it. You know, like they actually get like physical pleasure from it. So like, I don't know. I'm curious about petting more.
The boy and cat seem to be making friends. But when the boy begins to pull at the cat's paw, see what happens.
Yeah, cats are the first ones to let you know that they don't want you doing something. Like get a kid a cat and they will learn like physical boundaries in like a day. Like a cat will teach you what it wants you to do and what it doesn't want you to do.
Teasing excites an animal, and many animals, if teased...
Yeah, and a cat will sink its claws into you. Dude, this is... I know cats are still the same as they were like 40 or 50 years ago, but it's so funny to see cats behaving 100% identical to how every cat today acts as well. I don't know. There's just something funny there.
will fight back. Exciting animals, by teasing them, can make many of them dangerous, even a puppy. When this boy...
Yeah, I feel like this is also something that you don't really need to teach smart people. Like, don't, like, tease animals until they, like, get upset at you, you know? Like, I don't know. This is a lesson that might be better learned, like, in the flesh, you know? Like, just all it takes is one dog to bite you in the face once, and you'll learn not to be mean to dogs anymore. Or maybe you'll always hold a grudge against dogs. You know, I guess it goes one way or the other. Dude, these kids are wearing the clothes that, like... 80-year-old people wear now, which, you know, like they are 80-year-old people now. It's like this boy's clothes, like the shirt, even the way the shirt like fits his body, like the form of the shirt even is like an 80-year-old man's shirt now. It's so funny. It's funny that they have been wearing this sort of clothing their whole lives.
tries to hold the puppy and grabs its skin, the puppy begins to get excited. It becomes angry and fights back.
Oh man, this kid just got bit in the wrong place.
Once angry, The puppy strikes out even at the
The puppy just chomped on her hand. It just like swallowed it whole.
girl who hasn't teased it, as if to say, don't you bother me too.
Oh, and look at the little face the girl gave. Like you can tell they actually were like worried and scared. That's funny how like they filmed this. Like they needed this scene to make this program work. So they were just like, all right, kids, like go pet that dog until it starts getting angry at you, you know? Like like how do you direct kids for this scene? You know, like is it even right for you to make this girl get attacked by this dog for you to film it for this program? Like I don't even know. Like this girl seems really upset now.
When the boy slaps the puppy, it turns on him again.
That's funny. That's funny how like the boy automatically knew to like slap the dog. You know, that kind of gives you an insight into maybe his home life as well. I don't know.
Without meaning to, the boy has started a big fight with a puppy. Once an animal is excited, it's hard to manage.
See, kids are always asking for these problems. Like, you know, you didn't need to do this to the dog. Like, the dog wouldn't have done this if you just... I guess that's the whole point, though, right? Like, the point is to educate kids to not do this. The performance of this kid is just so authentic to how kids truly are so annoying and, like, helpless around animals. It's just like, you asked for this. Like, you upset this dog, and now you're going to pay the consequences. It's like, I guess, yeah, that's why the whole program is being made, though, so that kids can learn before doing stuff like this.
Teasing animals almost always makes them excited and angry. And a large, excited animal...
It is really funny, though, that like they are filming this kid getting into like a physical altercation with this dog. Like, they're not worried about the kid. They're just like, yeah, just like keep having issues with this dog until we get all the footage we want. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just like, are you even allowed to film something like this anymore? Probably not, you know? Like, you probably have rights as like a child actor now where you can't just be forced to have a fight with a dog on camera, you know? And because this is all real. There's 0% or there's zero chance this was staged in any way, you know? Like, we are just watching a real child struggling to manage this puppy.
Is not safe to be near. Yes, even an excited puppy can be dangerous.
But here's the crazy thing. They keep showing us these kids getting into issues with these animals, but they don't show us, like, how to get out of the issue, you know? Like, what does that kid do in that scenario to get the dog to stop jumping on him? You know, like, what? They're not giving us solutions. They're just giving us answers, really. I guess caution. I guess that's the solution. The solution was to never start that problem in the first place.
To know what you can do with animals, you need to think about them.
That is very true. To understand and to interact with animals, you have to put yourself in their perspective, or else like you'll never be able to interact with an animal successfully. Animals are so simple-minded, and like they are so smart in the fact that they will do things logically from their perspective. Like always they will do the thing that's logical to them, but you have to understand what's inside their head in order to understand their behavior. So that statement right there was actually a very good statement.
You need to watch them and understand why they do what they do. This pony and her colt are very active. Why? The pony is nervous, trying to protect her colt. Most animal mothers are easily excited. To try to get close to her, you must be very quiet.
I love the kid with his little hands in his pockets, just trying to like come over. This is funny. Again, I love how they just have a lone child in a field with like two like animals, like a pony, this pony probably weighs more than me. There's probably like a 300-pound animal right here that they're just like sending this child up against and filming, you know? And none of it can be rehearsed. Like, you can't rehearse this with animals. Like, you just have to hope that they actually get what you want them to get, you know?
Make no sudden movements. And try to get the pony to understand you won't harm her or her baby.
This kid really does look like a 60-year-old man, though. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Like, even the way he's walking and, like, his body language, like, he looks like an old man.
Slowly, as she becomes less and less afraid, she lets the boy come very close. This is a good beginning in learning to handle animals.
This is actually impressive. This kid does seem like he is sort of experienced in handling animals, at least. It seems like he grows up on a farm, so he should be.
Handling strange dogs is much the same. Don't approach the dog. Wait. Soon, if the dog comes near, he will feel at ease with you and let you pet him.
I like how kids are just being like coached on meeting like stray dogs. You know, like back then there were just so many loose dogs all over the place that it was worthwhile to teach kids how to deal with like random other dogs.
Let animals make friends with you is a good rule. Parrots and similar birds are beautiful, and they can be taught many things. But their beaks are too strong, their claws too powerful, and their moods too...
Wow, here's a parrot from 1961, right? Like it's crazy that people would also still had like tropical pets all the way back then. I guess people might have done this more back then than they do now. I don't know if there's more exotic pets now or back then. I have to imagine with like the internet, like the number of chinchillas alone that are being kept as pets, like there's probably way more exotic pets now. But it's interesting that people did keep exotic pets all the way back then as well. But honestly, I don't think like child safety around parrots is like that important, to be honest. You know, like how often is a child going to be in the same room as a parrot? You know, I don't know. Like horses I get, dogs I get, like even wild animals especially I get, but like yeah, a random bird that's not even from here that will only ever be in a cage in your grandma's house, like I don't know if we need to learn safety around these animals necessarily.
Too unpredictable to be handled by children. Their owners can usually tell the mood the bird is in and know what can be done safely. But for most of us, birds, such as parrots, should be enjoyed much as wild animals are. By watching them...
Very true. Again, parrots not only should be enjoyed like wild animals are, parrots should be wild animals, I'd say.
Rather than handling them.
Oh, Polly want a cracker though. They're actually feeding it crackers. That's funny.
To handle animals that have been trained, most of us must be taught.
Dude, look at this kid saddling up this pony all by himself. Like, how old is this kid? He looks like 6 or 7 only, you know?
This pony can be ridden, but the boy doesn't know the commands, nor the pony's habits, and the pony doesn't want to let him get in the saddle.
I like how for a second you saw the kid look back. He probably looked like at his dad or his handler, whoever is like managing the shoot, and just looked and like, do I keep going? You know, like I don't know. It's just you can tell this kid like doesn't quite understand what's happening either.
Unless you know what the animal expects, few trained animals will work for you at all.
That's funny how the kid went under the pony. That's funny.
This boy is even going to try to get on from the wrong side. And this will make many ponies and horses buck.
Oh man, see, imagine we saw that. See, that's the bad thing I was thinking about that we might see. Dang, but they're just gonna cut away. Wow. Cowards. Show us the pony bucking, please.
To learn even simple things about work.
Look at this kid now. He's literally holding the reins of like a full-grown horse. This is like the coolest kid ever. I want to know where this kid is up to. I want to know what this kid is up to. Probably working the same farm, honestly.
Working a trained animal, most persons must be taught. You must learn what each horse is accustomed to, how it likes to be held and touched. Gradually, as the horse comes to know you, how your hands feel, how you move, it feels at ease with you around. It may even let you touch its legs or feet without being bothered.
See, that's funny that, like, we have no reason to need to touch their legs or feet, but, like, we just want to, you know? Like, especially a kid. I guess a kid's not tall enough to touch the body, so, like, they will only be able to touch the legs, but, like, I don't know. Like, who even cares about the legs? Like, I get why animals don't want their legs being touched, and it's just, I don't know. I guess in the context of a child, it makes sense why.
And as a horse comes to like a person, even a young child can be taught to ride. The horse...
Yeah, look at this kid. This kid's awesome. This kid's just freaking riding a horse. Like, I've never ridden a horse in my whole life, and, like, this kid has already mastered it. Like, wow.
Will follow the commands of the boy, because the boy has been taught how to use the reins. He is also learning to ride safely, being taught to sit in the saddle.
I don't know how old this kid is. I'm going to say like 7 or 8. Like to trust this young of a person with like a full-grown horse. Like what if he just like he-yahs it and it just like goes off into the distance, you know? Like, I don't know. Like this is... I don't know. To me, this is akin to like driving a car. Like the horses were the cars before cars came around. So like this is akin to letting a child drive a car to me. Maybe it's different. It is a horse, but like also horses are less predictable than cars. Like I don't know. It's it's questionable whether or not I think somebody this age should be riding a horse. I guess learning to ride a horse is fine. I guess it's fine. Let the kids learn, right?
And hold with his knees, and to keep alert and watch where the horse is.
I guess that's the only way you get really good at something, right? Is by doing it as a kid. So I guess this kid probably is like a sick cowboy by now. Sick in a good way.
And to keep alert and watch where the horse is going so as not to be hit by branches.
I feel like half of these lessons of like being alert is really just like growing up and becoming older, Like a kid this age is just like not capable of being as alert about like their surroundings and the feelings of the animal as somebody older is. So like maybe the safety with animals is just like wait until you're a little bit older.
Most of this the boy has to be taught. As he learns it, he is finding some of the fun of being able to handle a big animal safely and well.
Yeah, this kid looks like he's having fun too.
As you come to know wild animals by sight, and know beyond question whether a snake is poisonous or not, and are sure how to handle the few wild animals.
But I'm still waiting for these rhymes on how to tell if a snake is venomous or not, right? Like I feel like they still might have time to tell us one of those rhymes.
It is safe to handle.
Dude, no snakes that you find crawling on the ground are safe to handle. Like, I know they're not dangerous to handle, but, like, you shouldn't just be playing with snakes that you find on the ground all the time. Like, unless you need to pick up the snake, don't pick up the snake. Like, that's my opinion, at least.
And feel content to enjoy the...
Dude, where did we just get giraffes from? We were at, like, a classic, like, American farm, and now there are giraffes.
The others by watching them, if only in a zoo.
Oh, okay, so we are at a zoo. That's so funny that this is what a zoo used to look like. Like, that's part of the preservation of these old films, too, is like, the zoo is just like a chain link fence around some giraffes. Like, these are giraffes, mind you. Like, a giraffe could probably, like, step out of this enclosure.
If you know which domestic animals you should not try to handle, and as you learn to let strange animals make friends with you,
as you learn to let strange animals make friends with you. Like, again, like, is that real safety with animals? Is just letting strange animals make friends with you? That's just not, I think, the lessons that we're teaching kids nowadays.
You come to respect animals.
And the way he patted this dog's head, like, I don't think you actually pat dogs' heads. I don't know, though. That's funny. Dude, and look at the sweater he's wearing. I'm telling you, this kid is dressed up like an 80-year-old man. Like, even the frumpy-ass sweater, like, that's exactly what 80-year-olds wear today.
And at the same time, to feel a strong bond with them. You aren't afraid, for you understand them. And if you have been taught to handle a trained animal, he will understand you and may follow your commands. This is fun and exciting. To be safe around animals is to know them, to judge what you can do with them, and to be skillful.
That's funny. They got the shot of that kid throwing the bone, the shot of the bone rolling across the ground, and then the shot of the dog waiting to be told to go chase after the bone. Like, this dog feels like it was brought in to, like, illustrate a well-trained dog, Like, it doesn't seem like this dog is actually, like, the farmer's dog. Maybe it is, but, like, I don't know. That was a bit too, like, well acted on the dog's behalf.
In doing it. Having a big dog willing to take your commands.
It's not even a bone. It's just like a wooden thing. That's interesting. See, people would just make bones for their dogs out of wood. Like, I don't know. Like, that's another thing that I just never really expected to see.
Is one good test of your skill with animals. And, of course, a companion such as this dog can help you in many ways.
Dude, and look at its collar. It's literally wearing, like, a chain. Like, that looks like a necklace that people wear nowadays.
He can even protect you, can't he?
See, that's kind of a weird suggestion for them to make right at the end, is that the dog can even protect him. Like, as the child and dog run off, like, into this hill that we can't see them, they also say the dog can protect you. What requires being protected from here? You know, like, what a weird way to, like, end this. Is like, oh, they can also protect you. From what? We're not going to talk about it. You know, like, well, okay. Okay, and that's the end. A Grover Jennings production. You know what? I kind of wish there was more music in this. Like this outro is kind of reminding me that the music was a lot of fun at the beginning. there was honestly, like, was there even any music? It seems like it was all like pretty much quiet the whole video actually. Okay, there's no credits or anything, so that was it. So that was fun. That was like a good little lesson on how to handle animals. Honestly, I don't know if there were like the best lessons in here. I feel like there were some good lessons, but there were also some bad lessons mixed in. Like we really just do not need to like teach kids to go like hunting for snakes in their backyard. Trust me, kids are gonna do that on their own anyway. Like you don't need to tell kids that it's safe to do that. You know, like like kids are gonna want to do it regardless. Like you probably should tell them the opposite. But overall, I don't know. I think this was a good little program. I don't know. I don't know if I would have needed to watch this as a kid. Like I feel like most of these lessons are like pretty self-explanatory. Like if you've ever dealt with a dog that wants your food, like you know how to deal with them now. Like I don't know. Like this really just, I feel like the only kid who would benefit from this is just like a kid who has never interacted with an animal ever before in their lives, you know, like to just not know anything about how to behave around animals. But I guess like the only way you learn is by being around animals. So if you haven't been around animals for any reason, I guess you might need to watch something like this. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I don't want to say it, but I feel like I didn't actually learn anything from this program. Like I love watching these old programs, and I definitely learned interesting stuff about like this era, but I don't think I actually added any new information about safety with animals. Like they didn't even tell me the snake rhymes. Like I forgot the snake rhymes and they didn't even let me know those. And I feel like kids like those. I feel like you could have included a snake rhyme and had that make sense in the context of this program, but I guess not. Yeah, that was a fun roster. I guess I understand why they made these programs, but I think it's funny that we just don't watch programs like this anymore. Like I was never shown a safety with animals program in school or outside of school. Like I was just taught by having animals what to do and what not to do. And I think that's honestly like all you really need. I don't think you really need a program like this to teach anyone, really. I like learning by doing. I'd rather be bit by a dog than told to not be bit by a dog, you know? But I think that's it. I think there's really not much else for me to say. Some good lessons in here, some maybe not so good lessons, but not any sort of bad lessons either. So yeah, overall pretty good, pretty enjoyable. I liked it. I thought it was fun. If you guys agree and enjoyed and would like to help support this channel, you can do that by following the link in the description that'll take you over to the Internet Archive. The Internet Archive is where I get all of these old programs. So if you want to support me, you can go over there and leave them a donation. And with that, I think we're ready to cut to black.